Hey guys, Sass3710 of the Rogue Assassin Rippers.
And me, Ghost Ripper. We are here, right now, in this present moment, here to talk to you once again for the 5th time. I just moved that table. Could you
I'm
hear
gonna
that?
cut your dick off.
Can you hear? Did you hear that?
Yes, I heard it.
Oh God.
And I felt it.
Well, I felt it too because I touched the table.
It rubbed up against my knee. It was trying to molest me. Anyway.
And I was trying to molest it. It's fine.
What's going on today on May 30th? Probably nothing, but since all of our shit is pre-recorded, today's
We don't
May
even
5th.
know.
Today's May 5th.
It's actually May 6th now because it's 12:40 a.m. May 6th, 2021.
Okay, but at the time the recording goes up,
I know.
May 30th.
I know.
Because I tortured myself doing the math.
Yes.
And the reason everything's so pre-recorded is because we talked about a consistent fucking upload schedule, and now I've got to be ahead.
Yes, something that I think a lot of YouTubers do, but they just don't bring up the fact that they pre-record everything, is that most likely everything's pre-recorded.
No, with some people you could definitely tell it's all pre-recorded.
Oh, yeah.
Because they'll be wearing, like, the same shirt.
Yeah. But that's if they have a webcam. But then you also have those professionals that'll change their shirt for each recording so it doesn't look like it's pre-recorded.
Or they'll do it the day before, do all their editing.
Yeah, or you have Markiplier who sends it over to Lixian and he does it for him.
Why can't we have a guy for that? You know how easy I would or how much I would love to just record something and give it to someone and be like, alright, you fucking do this because I'm not capable enough of doing it.
Dude, no, it's the fact that we're still learning all the specialties of editing. You're using Premiere Pro on yours, and I'm using DaVinci, whatever. It's a free recording software that you can choose to pay for like all these other special effects and shit.
It's not a recorder. It's a video editing software.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But yeah, it can double as a screen recorder too, though. So.
Oh shit. Oh, right. Right. So that thing I told you I was gonna fucking show you. Yep. The thumb drive's not in here. You will not believe. Where'd I put it? What I found on my thumb drive.
Porn?
No, unfortunately. No. I still have all my emulator data on it. And
yeah, I saw that.
And I have my Moemon still on it.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually pretty stoked about it, and I think I'm gonna start a new game.
Jeez. We still need to finish our fucking Nuzlocke.
Cage lock.
Whatever.
Whenever your ass can find priority, but we can always restart it whenever we can get actual switches and get the whole capture feature figured out. Whatever.
I love that Switch Lite, but
you know how much I would love to be able to just dock it and sit here like I do to play fucking MLB The Show.
Dude, it'd be fucking great. You know how great it'd be if I could fucking put Legend of Zelda on a fucking big screen so I can actually see what's going on because I'm blind? Fuck.
Get LASIK. You'll be okay.
That's expensive.
Keep recording. It'll be okay.
Jesus Christ, dude. You expect me to spend a crap ton of money for something that could end up potentially damaging my eyes more? And it's not even a permanent fix. It's only a fix that lasts for like 7 years, and then I have to do it again.
YOLO.
No
risks are for champions.
No, risks are not for champions. Risks.
Yeah, they are. Just look at Lou Gehrig.
I don't know who that is.
Baseball player.
I don't watch
obviously.
I don't watch baseball.
He has a disease named after him.
Yeah?
Lou Gehrig's disease.
Yeah?
Jesus fucking Christ.
I know the disease, I didn't know the person. I knew Lou Gehrig's disease was based off of a person, but that's it. You know why? Because I don't fucking care.
Could you imagine if Lance Armstrong had a disease named after him?
Someone has his testicle somewhere. And I want to know where it is. Because I definitely know it's not in that random guy's house that appeared in Ted. I guarantee you. Anyway. What are we going to talk about today? Because that's a very good question.
Basically, just tell everybody what they already knew.
Oh, yeah. Everything that you already know. We're both recording our shit right now. He's going into Resident Evil, and I'm playing Persona 4 Golden at the moment.
Yeah, because before starting the recording, I put my PlayStation into rest mode. And because I pre-ordered it, it should be releasing at like midnight later.
Yeah, it comes out.
Wait, 20 hours? Oh, and some odd minutes, but still. 20 hours? What's 20 hours from now?
20 hours from now?
Because it's not an entire 24.
It'll be 8 p.m.
That means I'll be able to get my hands on it before midnight rolls around.
Yeah.
Fucking tits, though. 8 or 9. Because there was some odd minutes there.
Probably 9 o'clock.
With any guess. But everybody got demo footage released, which I did my best to edit that. It's just with the setup, having Audacity, a voice recorder run on one computer, and then the Elgato game capture software run on another. Having to sync those up was a little bit of a pain in the ass.
Because he's doing it the difficult way, because he's playing on a PlayStation. My simple ass is I'm playing on a computer. I can use OBS and record both my audio and footage, game footage, at the exact same time without any issues or problems.
Even then, with game capture, I have it set to send the audio file of live commentary to the desktop because they were going to export differently. So having to match that up and sync it was still going to be a challenge.
Yes, because for some reason your fucking game capture has to be that way. It can't record both of them at the same time and make them one file.
It can, it fucks with it too much.
Yeah. Mainly probably because of the fact that you're using a laptop and a store-bought Lenovo that probably can't keep up with everything.
This can keep up with the game capture just fine. That's why I use it for the game capture. This, though, definitely a piece of shit.
Yes.
It's like when we're trying to edit Podcast 2, which went up on Mother's Day. Trying to review all that on the fucking Lenovo, everything was choppy and was glitching.
Yeah. That was fun to try and watch. But, like, let's be honest, though. We're new at this. I mean, we're not technically new at the editing concept because we were in film and TV, but it's also based on the fact that me personally, in like a month, I haven't been in school for 2 years. And then you...
I stopped keeping track.
Yeah, because you did your own little thing. So yeah, we've been out of school for a while, so we haven't really touched editing softwares that much since then. And even then, you're using Premiere,
which is something we're more familiar with.
Yes, and I'm trying to learn with DaVinci, mainly because I'm not gonna spend what is it, like $20 a month for Premiere. I don't want to do that for an editing software. If I can go over and purchase an editing software that's like Premiere, for example, if I could purchase it for a one-time purchase and just keep the download, I'd totally do that. 100%.
Yeah, that's not how that works.
Yeah, I know, because fucking people want their money.
But also so that we can make our own thumbnails, though, which most people do it anyway. I'm thinking of also trying to pay extra so that I can get Photoshop.
Yeah, but you also have to commend YouTube because they're getting better when it comes to uploading their video and it automatically picks a thumbnail. They're actually starting to pick like better thumbnails because they've actually they put their system in and it's actually supposed to pick like the best thumbnail out of the whole video that you have there. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I've been reading and that's what I heard.
So with podcast 1, it's literally just a shot of my coach, like after one of my plays. I don't even just completely random. Don't understand it. Podcast 2, the thumbnail it chose was, I think, the introduction into Maya from where you are in Borderlands 3.
Yeah, see, like, how it kind of, like, picks, like, a more, like, specialty type of frame instead of, like, before. Like, I remember I uploaded an old-ass video where I was playing this stupid little game on my fucking school laptop, and I recorded on that thing. It literally picked a black screen. It picked a black screen as the thumbnail, and I was like, that's so eye-catching. People will love to watch that.
But then again, I guess that is true because, like, when on my original channel, when I tried finishing Spider-Man, but I was streaming it through my PlayStation, the thumbnail it chose when I was trying to fight Otto was actually like that, like one of those close-ups of his face when he's being all villainous.
Yeah.
And it actually looks really good.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I want to watch my video again.
Yeah.
But now I don't know how that's going to work with, like, especially Podcast 3, since I used MLB The Show for background. I don't know how it's going to work with Resident Evil at all. I could feel that in the floor.
Yeah. You felt that in the floor?
I felt that in the floor. Like, when I have these in, like, all my other senses kind of kick in. Like, I can feel more shit in the floor. It is really weird.
No. That's crazy. I didn't feel it. I heard it, but I didn't feel it. Yeah, I got a message. Anyway.
I thought you put your phone into Do Not Disturb.
No, I put it in vibrate.
Oh, I did. I put mine in Do Not Disturb actually the other night or last week when I was trying to record my Village demo. Jasmine was texting me, but she was a little down at the moment. Blew up my fucking phone and I had no fucking clue.
Yeah, the wonders of having a relationship with the woman that you have had your child with, while also trying to record something without any interruptions.
No, but that's why I like Do Not Disturb with this. It's because, like, it just silences all my calls.
Yeah.
And texts. Which I can already do that by basically
turning off the volume.
No, like turning off the vibrate on silent.
Yeah. That's the thing, like with my Do Not Disturb, I will not receive texts. I will not receive calls. But I can pick specific people that I will receive texts and calls from while in Do Not Disturb. It'll let me pick them, and then I'll only receive notifications of those people. Every other one, I don't get shit.
That's weird. You know, responsible people, when they're at work, they put their phones in Do Not Disturb mode.
I text when I'm at work.
But same. You know what I did all day Tuesday?
Watch
the Diamondbacks game. Lost to the fucking Miami Marlins 3-9. And then today, or I guess yesterday, May 5th, fucking lost 8-0. Fucking Orioles yesterday, though. John Means, an Orioles pitcher, Baltimore Orioles pitcher, threw his first career no-hitter against the Mariners today. And the reason that it's such a big deal is because the last time a pitcher threw a solo no-hitter for the Orioles was back in 1969.
69.
Shut the fuck up. You immature prick.
I am immature. I'm 20 years old. What do you expect?
But yeah, like, I got pretty excited about that because that was, like, literally almost 60 years ago. It would be, so it was, shut the fuck up, I can't do math. it
Almost 60 years ago. Because what's 6 plus 4? That's 10. Right? So 69.
Yes, Canyon, I know. If it were 60 years, it would be the year 2029.
Yes, so it is currently
52.
Is sure?
I'm positive.
There you go.
Fuck.
But are you sure though?
Yes, I'm now sure. I feel like a fucking idiot having to do this over a podcast. No calculator or anything. Fuck.
That's the one thing that school fucked us up on. When my mother was in school, they had to do all that paper. They had to write it out. They had to do all that mental math. We go to school, they hand us a fucking calculator, and they're like, "You got this."
No, but when Jasmine was attending college, she had more complex math problems and couldn't use a calculator.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can use a calculator in any form of math. You just have to write it out, too.
She couldn't. For any of her, like, tests or whatever, couldn't use a calculator.
Oh, she wasn't allowed to use well, yeah.
Whatsoever.
Can't use a calculator in a test. See, that makes sense. But, like, yeah. I love that, though. Being able to go back to our roots and basically be like, hey, remember elementary school where you had to do math on a piece of paper? There you go. Try it again.
I mean, I should fucking shoot myself. Anyway.
Yeah, don't you fucking love that?
Anyway, we never got to the premise of the conversation. We just jumped topic like fucking pricks. Anyway, just in case nobody knows, and I'm sorry I keep saying anyway.
Anyway.
Anyway. So if anybody doesn't know, because we're taking our time with it with editing and trying to be like ahead. May 7th, again, Resident Evil Village comes out, and now I'm trying to argue with myself if whether or not I want to do this. But I'm thinking of... Quit moving that. I'm thinking of either A, trying to grind through all my recordings and try and edit them and put them ahead, or do 2 games at a time so that I can play Village.
Something I think that might be interesting would be you can do Village and then have that as its own playlist, and then have a second playlist and you can have that as recap or as like pre-Village or something like that, right? So that you're playing both of these games, right? And then people can keep up to date with Village if they already know everything that happened in the previous Resident Evil games. And then the people that don't know much about Resident Evil, they can then also watch you play the other Resident Evil games up to Village while you're also releasing both at the same time.
Another one I was thinking of doing that's basically a kick in the dick. 0, Village, Resident Evil 7, 3, 6, 2, Revelations 2, so on and so forth, but still try and go from like technically first to last.
Why the fuck would you do that?
I don't know.
That's just dumb. Don't do that.
But what I did want to say though was like obviously everybody's gonna get Village and the Castle demo first, and it's really a kick in the dick because I want to put those up. Fuck, I want to put the Village demo out
as he pulls out his calendar on his phone
in 2 days. I wanted to put that out in 2 days, but I might push it to the 15th and then have Castle be the 22nd. But I really wanted Village to go up the 8th and then Castle the 15th. That way everybody could start getting their videos. And then I could still be ahead because I technically have enough for 4 videos.
Yeah.
2 of those go up 22nd, 29th.
Gotcha.
And if I keep pushing that out, I can keep staying ahead.
Yeah. And then there's me. I'm playing one game, unlike you, as you're trying to just pump out this entire series.
But the series also doesn't take as long as the one game that you are playing.
Yes, the one Persona 4 Golden game that I'm playing that, I swear to God, it's probably going to take me just as long or longer than it took me to just to play on my own personal time Persona 5 Royal. Oh, you found the flash drive.
I'm playing Moemon. Shit.
But no, like, for me personally, right, you're trying to get all this out in orderly fashion. For
Yes.
what I'm planning on doing, I want to be able to pump out videos frequently, but I also want to, try and make the videos as enjoyable as possible.
See, so like even if you wanted, just so you can stay ahead, you could record as much as you want, have those edited, and then start scheduling them to start going up in June every weekday.
Yes.
Since I already have reserved Saturdays for Horror Saturdays, and it's a whole fucking horror series in itself, and then we obviously already have Sundays scheduled for this.
Yes. So something that I could probably do is I already have one video for Persona 4 Golden recorded and edited. I have a second video recorded. I haven't started editing it yet. What I'll probably do, since we only have access to the account on your computer, because you haven't given me the password or anything.
I can get into that after this.
Yeah, but if we end up not doing it that way, we can just signify your computer as that, and then basically I just bring it over, and then you can upload it on those specific days, or I can, doesn't matter, and then we just take it off and put it in archive somewhere.
That's why I have 2 sets of these 4 folders on this computer and this one.
Yeah. We definitely need to get maybe an SD card or something with a lot of data on it, so that we can put that stuff on there, just so that we don't lose it. Or what I mentioned was get a whole ass hard drive, but that will make things a little bit more difficult, mainly because we would have to either find a way to connect that hard drive to your laptop, or we would have to plug that bitch straight into my computer, and I would just have a whole ass extra hard drive specifically for footage, which wouldn't be an issue either. It's just I would have to make sure nothing accidentally gets downloaded in there that I don't want downloaded in there.
You want to know how pieces of shit like me, because I was randomly thinking about this. It's a TikTok a coworker showed me. You want to know how I can easily get away with fucking with the younger generation and try and make them think that they got a console off for a steal? Sell them those old dual VCR DVD players and tell them it's a fucking game console. Dude, the younger generation doesn't even know what the fuck a VCR is.
Dude, I know, right? We are part of Gen Z, but we know what a VCR is. We know what the fucking VHS tapes were. We know the gems of having to plop those bitches back into a rewinder.
Fuck the rewinder, I'll just do it in the fucking VCR. No, I didn't have the luxury of a rewinder.
I had a specific rewinder at my parents' house, and we would plop that in a rewinder because the rewinder in the fucking VCR took forever, but the actual specified rewinder fucking rewinded that shit in a minute, so that we could plop it back in there and watch it again. And that was the one thing. I miss VHS tapes.
I don't.
I do. So many wonderful memories watching on this old shitty ass micro fucking TV that weighed more than me at the time. Just plopping VHS tapes in there, watching Land Before Time, watching Spider-Man, all the Star Wars movies, fucking Men in Black, Toy Story. Oh. What?
What'll I miss?
What? I grew up with VHS, man.
Dude, I used to watch Maverick over and over and over and over and over again when I was younger, because I actually had a taste in film.
I don't even know what that is.
Fuck me, you've never heard of Maverick?
The gas station.
I'm literally gonna blow my brains out right now. Because Maverick used to be this old TV show that basically got a movie made after it in the 90s. I believe it was 94 or 96 with Mel Gibson. Where basically this guy Mel Gibson plays Brett Maverick, and he's trying to attend a poker tournament. Literally, it is the best movie you'll ever see, and it's amazing, and you've never fucking heard of it?
Nope.
Oh my fucking god. Have you heard of Rounders?
Nope.
Oh, I'm gonna go crack my dick like a glow stick, motherfucker.
Right in the pussy.
Dude, those are the best movies centered around gambling ever made.
I've never seen a gambling movie.
Don't watch, I don't even remember what the fuck it's called, but I now know that Jasmine's show is... You can go fuck yourself. I now know that Jasmine's show can be heard through the crackling door, because that fucking woman doesn't know how to fucking shut a door. So you entertain these people as to how you have never heard of fucking Rounders or Maverick while I go shut my fucking bedroom door.
Yeah, so as y'all know, I've never heard of either of those two movies that Elijah brings up as he goes to yell at his woman because he's an asshole. But, something that I hope you guys will enjoy is Persona 4 Golden. I enjoy it very much, and hopefully that my dumbass commentary will actually make it a little bit more enjoyable, especially during those boring parts where nothing's happening and there's literally no action, and it's literally just story for like 4 hours. But anyway.
Commentary. Did you sound as less intrigued in your series as I am in my own? But here's the difference, though. I actually try to give decent dialogue in my videos. Like, seriously, in the castle demo, I did my best to put my energy into that.
It's hard to put forth energy in something when I'm so used to being absolutely dead silent when I'm playing games.
I mean, me too. But then you have those times where, like, I'll get excited for a recording, and then my dumbass will be like at work, and I'll wait to be alone in the kitchen. Then I'll just start talking to myself as if I'm like scripting my own fucking video commentary.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird, dude. But I'm one to talk, though. Because there's those times, because I work by myself in a gas station. And no one ends up being in there. There was that moment when I was having a little bit of a moment with myself. I walk up to the window. It's dark outside, so I can see myself. It's like, you a bitch.
Yeah, no, like, oops. I couldn't tell you how many times I'll sit there and I'll, like, pretend like I'm in a whole, like, recording setting and I'm just scripting my own commentary for something.
Yeah.
And I'll have to, like, try and come up with things on the fly and...
Yeah, like...
just to keep myself engaged.
Based on the fact that Persona 4 Golden is an extremely story-heavy game, I don't want to take away from the story with my commentary, because I've seen plenty of videos where guys will literally talk over dialogue, and I want to fucking strangle them through the fucking monitor.
And there are times that happens with me, too, but there have been times I'll accidentally talk over certain moments. Yeah. And then I'll want to slit my own throat. But...
yeah, I don't like talking over specific moments. But something I do enjoy doing is I like to put in, like, my own words into, like, the story, just to try and make it a little more self-involved, you know what I mean? Like, there'll be that moment when that bitch is a Karen. Once you guys watch first episode, you'll know.
You'll know.
That bitch is a Karen.
Since this is pre-recorded and Candy's probably going to have that up before this even comes out, fucking like the podcast if you know what he's referencing.
She's a Karen. I don't know if she'll be a Karen later, but she seems like a fucking Karen. Have any of y'all ever dealt with a Karen? Those of you who have ever worked at fucking retail? I have to tell this.
No.
I have to tell this one story about this one Karen that I had to deal with at work. I'm at work, and we have our fountain drink cups, right? And normally we have specific lids for each size of the cups, right? Well, we have the plastic 44-ounce cups that have different lids compared to the foam 44-ounce cups. We ran out of the plastic 44-ounce cup lids. So, me, being the asshole that I am, since we were out of them, and my district manager being the cunt that she is, if she finds an empty hole of cup lids, I'll get written up. So I go over and I grab some foam cup lids and I slip them into the plastic cup lid sections just so that it's not empty. Have a Karen come in and she's like, do y'all have any more plastic cup lids? And since me being the one who physically put the foam cups into that spot, and I'm the one who found out that we ran out of fucking plastic lid cups, I was like, oh yeah, no, I already know the answer to this. I told her, no, we're out of them. I specifically told her, I replaced them with the foam lids because we are out. And she looked me dead in the face and she was like, What makes you think that you can say that to me without even checking first? Excuse me, bitch. I just explained to you why. So, to humor this woman, I walk over to the little cabinet where we normally keep all our lids. And I wave her over. I'm like, hey, come here. Let me show you something, you dumb cunt. I open the cupboards, and I'm like, here. These are all foam lids. These are all the plastic lids. And they're all organized. See this here? It says 44-ounce cup lids with plastic. Do you see any lids here? No! And then she decided that she was going to be a cunt and then dump her fucking 44-ounce cups on the floor that she had filled up with tea. I wanted to slit her throat. Because guess who had to fucking clean that up?
Your dumbass.
Yeah. Fuck Karens. Hate them.
Hey, man. This never happened to me when I was working at McDonald's, but it happened to someone else. At least you weren't carrying, like, the milk mixture for like, our milkshakes and whatever. And you didn't fucking drop it on the floor. At the front counter.
Oh, fuck me, dude. That's the worst.
Didn't happen to me. I was working in the back.
That's the worst fucking thing ever, dude. I could never work at McDonald's, man. But
Run by Nazis.
One thing, though, I'm really thinking about getting a job at Walmart. Why? Because night shift stocking, they start you off at $16 an hour. Immediately you start making vacation days. Immediately you start getting sick days, paid sick days, and you get all these benefits just initially starting. $16 an hour.
Jasmine,
And you get paid every week.
Jasmine wanted me to try getting a job at Menards. Full-time is $16, part-time is $15. But the reason I'm not doing it, and I know that I complain a lot about my job and the people I work with, but literally the league, or our bowling season's coming to a close. So I'm going to have all this time during the summer to just go stand around and collect a paycheck and then come home and work.
Yeah,
which is really all that I needed.
Yeah, that sounds great and all. But, like, the only thing that I'm having to deal with is the fact of how expensive gas is getting. That's what's mainly assaulting my opinion right now on whether or not I want to keep my job. $10 an hour for all the crap that I have to do when it comes to dealing with customers, having to do shit around the store, having to do shit outside and around the property of the store by myself. That's fun and all, and I'm always kept busy unless I've done everything and I'm just standing there like a fucking doofus waiting for the night to end. But I make $10 an hour doing all that shit, and then $11 after 8 o'clock. But that extra dollar doesn't really mean much when it's only for 3 hours. That's just $3 extra, which that don't mean much. And then the fact that to fill my truck up with premium, which I have to put premium in my truck, or it fucks with my gas mileage to the point where I have to fill it up like every 3 days with anything lower than premium. And the fact that it's almost $70 just to fill that truck up.
And the fact that.
Yeah. And the fact that
Jesus Christ.
Fucking trucks have horrible ass gas mileage. Because I made that fucking choice on myself. But I mean,
I had to compensate for your small dick, bud.
No, I had to be able to drive in the snow. Because guess who wasn't stuck at home during that blizzard? Me.
But I also got the snow days.
I didn't get snow days. So
I got the snow days.
I had to go to work during that.
Yeah.
And that truck.
Sucks to be you, bud.
It didn't suck. Mainly because that truck fucking blew through that shit like nothing.
I feel bad for kids watching this, but like those whole 2 days. I'm really glad I actually saved myself from that. Nobody gets to know what I'm referencing here.
He had sex those 2 days.
I literally fucking hate you.
What?
I'm,
It's
I'm
not
trying.
like-
I'm trying to save revenue here. Do you want to be monetized?
Do I want to be monetized?
Do you want us to be monetized so we don't have to keep working at our fucking miserable jobs for the rest of our lives?
Yeah. But I mean, like...
You know how awesome it would be for me to basically be a stay-at-home dad and fucking do this for the rest of my life?
Or at least as long as YouTube exists. Be great.
Why do you keep talking like that? It's the 21st century and fucking YouTube's peaking, man.
Is it peaking? Or is it just going downhill because of T-Series? Fucking... We have all these channels taking over... We have fucking, like, actual companies making YouTube channels and making a lot of money off of that. And that
But you're not wrong. Like, the MLB, to promote a Braves and Nationals game, if you go into the MLB YouTube channel, you can actually stream that game for free. They'll let you.
Yeah.
And then you have the NFL that puts up, like, certain documentaries. They'll post game highlights.
Yeah. You have all these companies starting to get into YouTube because they realize, oh shit, people watch YouTube more than cable and on demand. Let's do that. Give them free watch, and then we put ads on it, and they make more money that way with the ads that they're making than they probably were using cable or on demand.
But YouTube's also making money because, obviously the people that use it.
Yep.
And, if a certain streaming service doesn't have something I want to watch, I'm going to rent it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just the fact that you have all these companies and you have these big personalities who were famous before, like, without ever touching YouTube, now plopping shit onto YouTube and making even more money that way. And it's basically just taking away from all of the personal, individual creators. And that's an argument that's been had for a while, but I personally think that YouTube should stay personalized.
But that doesn't make me all that sad, because, like, the moment I realized that Nolan North and Troy Baker made Retro Replay, I was all fucking over it.
Well, yeah.
And I still am.
It's the same thing as Jack Black making his own YouTube channel. It's cool.
Yeah, it's really great, especially with, like, if I leave certain comments, either Nolan or his, like, behind-the-scenes guy, Drew, will read that comment, and if they really like it, they've hearted a couple of my comments, even on older videos. And it literally makes me so happy to see that, because that means Nolan actually really cares about his fan base and all. Especially with all that Nolan does, he sits there and plays his own games that he's been in. Like, because they did the definitive playthrough of Uncharted, but because of COVID and having to do Zoom calls, he made his Uncharted 3 more of like a cast playthrough where he just had everybody in the Zoom call join in, and he played through it while they sat there and talked about it. And talked about like all the behind the scenes stuff. And I loved that about the definitive playthrough. And then they had Troy do it with The Last of Us, where he basically sat there, played The Last of Us, so on and so forth. And then you had this stuff where like Nolan sat there and played literally Lego Star Wars with his oldest son. And then they did the thing where they played the demos to Avengers, because they both have been working on the game.
Yeah.
I still don't know what the fuck Cooper was doing in Avengers. But literally in Avengers, Marvel's Avengers, Nolan is Tony Stark. For those of you that don't know.
Yeah, like, that stuff's cool.
Yeah, I fucking love it.
But then, again, like, T-Series is just a fucking pirated music company that overpassed the king himself, PewDiePie. I fucking love PewDiePie. He's amazing. I love him.
Fuck him. You know, when I started YouTube, one of my biggest goals was to surpass him. So you know what that goal is of ours? You have to at least have to have a goal, even if it's unobtainable.
Yeah.
Because you gotta, like, shoot for the fucking stars, man.
Yeah, you always have to shoot
We're
for the
gonna
stars.
surpass T-Series. One of these days. If it doesn't happen, at least we got up there.
Yeah. But you also have to take this into consideration. I'm banking on surpassing PewDiePie, but I want him to surpass T-Series first before we get there.
You know what? That would actually be better because then I'm killing two birds with one stone.
Exactly. Because we have to surpass the top, right? And I don't even know. I think PewDiePie also got passed by another one, too.
Just recently?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I don't remember who it was, though. But I think it was another company that is basically, like, forcing people to immediately subscribe to him because they're... Anyway. Stupid
That's
shit.
fucking dumb.
Yeah.
You want to know what else I think makes individual and personal people, like, a little cooler?
What?
It's that whole stupid-ass Patreon thing.
Yeah.
Which kind of made me mad because you're kind of then turning YouTube into fucking Twitch. But it's also better. Because, like, with Vinny and Dylan doing their whole, like, we'll do stuff with members on, like, certain days that we live stream. It's because, like, you kind of earned it just by paying to be a Patreon member.
Yeah. And then,
Which
like...
still seems a little crazy to me, but, like...
But, like, you also have, like, the Patreon thing where it's, like, you pay to get specific exclusive content. And then even then, when you pay on Patreon, some people, they give, like, free shit. They send you stuff when you are basically giving them money.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
So, like that's a cool thing, and that's a cool concept. And then you have those people that are using Patreon to sell porn, which, I mean, go you, I guess? I don't know.
That's what OnlyFans is for. Get with the fucking program.
That's what OnlyFans is for. But people still use Patreon for that shit. And then there's also, like, GoFundMe. And all that stuff. And then Kickstarter. And all that. Basically, people like, hey, you want to see this happen? Send us money. And then we rip you off because it never happens. Yeah. I love that.
The one thing I know I'd use Patreon for is definitely, like, more, like, behind the scenes stuff for those of us that are actually, like, into it. Because I'm into it.
Yeah, like, what we could... if we
Certain
were
merch that we're only selling to Patreon members.
Yeah, like, that stuff makes sense. And I think it always will. But then you also have to take in consideration that fact that, like, you also have to do stuff for your fans that don't want to get Patreon. You have to at least give people, like, everyone what they want. Just so that everyone enjoys what they're doing. But then you also have to take in consideration ourselves. We have to enjoy what we're doing.
I do enjoy what I'm doing, except, you know, the whole torturing myself and playing through all of Resident Evil isn't all that fun. But it'll be so... fuck. It'll be relieving, and I'll feel triumphant over it once I finally get through it all, and I finally get to play Village and beat that game.
Yes. One thing that you can't do, though, is if you choose to go into Resident Evil, all the games, before Village, you cannot spoil Village for yourself.
I'm really trying my best not to, because, like, with everything that the trailers have given us so far, is that Chris Redfield kills Mia Winters. And then Ethan Winters' daughter is taken to this place that you have to be in. And the biggest thing that's in speculation right now is, does Chris Redfield become a Lycan or a werewolf? And I need the answers, Canyon. That's why I've been waiting for this game.
I understand.
So really what I think I'm finally going to come to a decision about is I will still record the series, but while I'm trying to do that, I'm going to record Village so that it can kind of go up on fuck, I don't know when on Saturdays, but everybody gets a video of Village that they can watch, and then they also have Zero that's kind of leading up from, obviously, like, that period in time leading up to that.
So you are going along with the fact that you're going to try and record both.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that because it's kind of a shitty thing for me to say, but it's like we kind of need the views and the attention. Putting Village out there, since it's a brand new Resident Evil game and people are going to be wanting to watch it, it's out there. And we have it.
Yes.
It was like why I wanted to, or it was kind of like why I was doing the whole thing with Borderlands the way I was doing it on my other channel.
Yeah.
It's because I knew some people were going to want to watch Borderlands and that it would give me some attention. But I think the most views of Borderlands 3 video got for me was maybe 6. Yeah. But within 24 hours of podcast 1 being up, we had 6 views. And I knew one of them was mine because I, like Mark, I like watching our content, or rather my own content, because it makes me feel a sense of pride knowing it's there and listening to it.
Yeah.
And also listening to it, reading the comments, it helps you figure out better like what you can do to make your stuff better.
Yes.
Which is basically why Mark watches his own content whenever he's bored.
Did we even get any comments on the first podcast?
No, because then I would have gotten notifications. Because my notifications...
Your notifications are on?
Yeah, my notifications are on, and normally it likes to keep me up to date whenever a video I leave a comment on or somebody comments on is
Alright, that's our first goal. First goal is that we have to turn notifications off at some point.
Why?
Because then that means people are commenting and liking and enjoying. So we have to make our first goal to be that eventually we'll have to turn off notifications. Except for maybe like the first 30 minutes so that we can actually,
So I tried looking up our channel and I couldn't fucking do it. One subscriber, 7 views.
One subscriber?
One subscriber.
Who's that? You?
It's me.
You fucking jackass.
Well, I tried putting it on Facebook. Like, I actually went into, like, detail saying how it was, like, the 2 of us and everything. Gave the channel name, what time it was going up. But it just goes to show how supportive people really are of my life and my choices and decisions. So now we gotta figure out another way of putting it out there, but...
Well, people will eventually find stuff. Go down that rabbit hole of YouTube. They'll find our channel. They'll watch it and be like, oh shit, alright. And then subscribe. How that used to be done.
Yeah, how it used to be done.
Now you got all those people that
But I put
they start up on the social norms and then they start getting a bunch of subscribers because they're doing what's popular at that time, and then they fall out because it's no longer popular. Like Leafy, for example.
Yeah, but I put in our name, but I have to put spaces in it just so YouTube doesn't get mad at me. And this is all that shows up. It's literally nothing but Assassin's Creed stuff.
Yeah, because it has assassin in the name.
Then why the fuck am I not popping up? Like, I may not be popular, but why can't I be here? See, now I can also change this to filter, and I can go channel, filter channel. And then you have people who... Come on. I know I'm here. I know we're here somewhere.
What?
I can't find it. I literally can't find it.
That's hilarious. I love that.
That's fucking bullshit.
No, it's funny.
Why is it funny?
Because that tells you how quick we are. It's telling you how high your expectations are. After only having, one episode uploaded? You can't expect much starting out. Never expect to explode very quickly. You have to let it take its time. Let it take its course.
Oh, but the moment I put all the fucking letters together and change it to channel. That's lame. But yeah, that's the thumbnail.
We need to get a profile picture.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know what we could possibly get it changed to.
Might be able to get something up. I might be able to figure something out.
We'll see.
Who knows?
My coworker, though, he just bought a Surface Pro 3. And he's been trying to fuck with the whole, like, tablet feature, though. And, like, draw. I'll ask him if he can... Because I'm still pretty stuck on the whole concept of having the RAR.
Yeah.
And I would love for that to be our logo. With the backwards R, the A, and then the normal R.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Just gotta get someone to get that up for us.
I think you might be able to do it. And then for a price, sell it to us.
This is a fucking straw, dude.
Yeah, it's a straw with mechanics in it.
Yeah, no, literally, I'm pushing the rubber tip into the straw. I'm sorry. This is amazing me, and I'm touching this. I fucking hate myself for it. What are we gonna talk about? I don't know, man. Cause like, we should make this a long podcast because it's episode 5. Episode 5. No, we should do that. Every 5 episodes, it's a longer episode.
No, we should definitely end it here because I want to be able to use background footage because like I had to sit there for like a whole however fucking long to get that Rough Riders and Wind Surge game recorded so that we have more background.
Yeah. Background footage.
Footage?
Yes, footage is the best to record mainly because we're just enjoying ourselves as we record it and we don't even have to worry about saying anything. We're just chilling there. Except during that Borderlands 3 recording that I did, I had my mic set up to it mainly because I just had my mic plugged into my computer. So the OBS was picking up everything I was saying. So I was just talking to myself. Like, when I first tried to play Shadowverse, I showed you that video where it immediately started going into downloading, and I was like, fuck. God dang it.
I definitely just want to drop it here so that Jasmine's background footage can make its appearance. And we can see if she'll actually go through with making it. I think you're full of shit.
I don't know,
But
man.
who knows? But we have Dark Cloud as background footage. So
Yes. And how long did she play that for?
literally only 50 minutes. I told her just do 50 minutes.
Well, we're at 52 minutes, so...
That's fine. People can deal with a 2-minute, 3-minute black screen.
Can they, though? Can they?
Yes, I can.
Alright, well, I guess that's what they get.
I'm Eli signing off.
Bye, everybody.